Hi, I'm Gord from English Cycle Center. Today we're going to talk about some maintenance items. I know it could be boring, but the importance of using the proper motorcycle oil in your motorcycle and ATVs and side-by-sides. I'm not promoting a brand of oil. I'm not promoting a brand of filter. I'm not promoting anything other than service and maintenance. Motorcycle engines are designed a little different than your typical automobile engine. Our engine runs crankshaft pistons like an automobile, but where it gets different is that we run a clutch and transmission all in the same oil. Engine failure, especially in the racing environment, about 40% of our failures are related to improper lubrication and contaminated oil. So again, it's very important that we do the proper servicing and refer to your maintenance schedules on each vehicle. So let's start. Here we have your typical 4-cylinder engine. We have the cylinder head. It's made out of cast aluminum, no bearing surfaces. They call it a line bore. They actually machine the head, and the cam caps, this here, is matched to the head. You can never switch these around. Then we put in your steel camshaft and put the caps on here, holds the cams. Again, precision fit, no bearings. So it's running on oil, lubricating the steel against the aluminum. And here's one of the oil ports for the camshaft, so you can see how small they are. Now continuing on, we have a steel cam chain, and yes, it is a chain, it flexes. And what it does is it drives on the cams as well as off of the crankshaft. This is rotating around the engine. Again, your engines can run up to say even 15, 16,000 RPM. Things are moving very fast and generating heat. To guide the cam chains, we run what we call rubber chain guide slippers. Again, made out of rubber, and you can see my hands are wet. It's all lubricated by the same oil. Now we get into some of the fun stuff. Crankshaft. Here's your crankshaft, and it's generating the power that we're eventually going to run to the transmission. The crankshaft is again lubricated in holes like this for the connecting rods, the main bearings, and these are your main bearings on your crankshaft. They're what we call as a plain bearing. Again, precision fit. These bearings match to the crankshafts, and we run maybe between 1 thou to 2 thou clearance generally on these bearings. Connecting rods. We saw the crankshaft. This is the connecting rod that fastens onto the crankshaft. Again, they run plain bearings. The connecting rod is made out of steel. The bearings can be like a copper, brass, different types of materials. Piston, again, lubricated with the same oil. This is a cast aluminum piston. You can get into forged aluminum pistons, steel rings on an aluminum piston, and it's sliding in the cylinder walls of the engine, and your pistons will go into the cylinder walls here. And these are generally a nickel-sealed. Years ago, we used to run a lot of cast iron. Now we're going into nickel-sealed cylinders. Better wear, better dispersion of heat. And again, lubricated in the same oil. Now, what destroys the oil? We have a clutch. The clutch pack is right here, consists of steel plates and a type of cork fiber material on the other plates. These are aluminum, these are steel. These have the cork coating on them. This transfers the power from the crankshaft to the transmission. Again, all in the same oil. Now this is what tends to destroy our oil, is the transmission. Your transmission will be matched up and the gears will be meshed, providing power from the crank to the rear wheel. Again, these are all lubricated by the same oil, and the transmission gears tend to try to crush the oil because we need the lubrication. You can see everything has a film of oil. This is a steel shift drum. The shift drum changes the position of the gears, so it positions it from first, in this particular case, first to 6-speed transmission. Then we have aluminum shift forks on a steel pin, and the shift forks go into the transmissions and actually move the transmission gears back and forth. So there we have it, the importance of using an MA rated oil. Your motorcycle oils will be stamped MA. Please use the proper filter. Filtration is critical. You know you don't want to waste an engine on a $5 filter. The manufacturers do make their filters to filter for specifications of their engine, so use the appropriate filter. Hope you've enjoyed it. The motorcycle engine is a little complex, a little different, but the importance of using your proper oil, proper filter, and your proper maintenance schedule. Thanks for watching.